Who is this God? Whose God is this that lets us explore the beauty of mathematics while whispering only to us how we are the chosen? Who is this God that lets men abuse children and rob the elderly and still shows us the grace of the earth in the springtime? Whose God is this whose hand we see in every detail of creation and whose teachings we have reduced to the stalest form of dogma? Who is this God that permits us to kill for him as they would kill us in his name, and yet is love, being filled with infinite mercy? Whose God is this that placed us in a universe 15 billion years old, where we live but our 70? Who is this God that allows 7 billion humans to overwhelm the earth, yet still produces rainbows after a cleansing summer storm? Whose God is this that we hear in Bach and see in Leonardo, yet lived in Hitler and thrived in Stalin? Who is this God that lets children have ignorant children without hope and helps the fawn to its feet with mother licking so tenderly? Whose God is this that created the beautiful clockwork chaos of cosmology and rains down repeated acts of random violence upon us? Who is this God who permits us to extinguish the tiger, yet still gives us the ability to admire its grace? Whose God is this that shines in the eyes of every smiling infant, and in whose name we kill with such impunity? Who is this God that stands in the twilight, arms outspread over old freeways and junkyards, and simply blesses each day our hopeless factory white bread? Whose God is this, whose work is revealed with telescopes and microscopes, and who counts each fish as it disappears from the oceans? Who is this God stooping so low as to tempt us with paradise and threaten us with hell, yet is omniscient, omnipresent, eternal, and merciful? Whose God is this that teaches us forgiveness to one and towards all, but allows no mercy towards those who put false gods before him? Who is this God that pushes up dandelions amid smoking ashes and gives us the faith with which we move mountains? Whose God is this that brings shade from the sun and a breeze to sweaty brows, yet commands the drought, the famine, the pestilence, and the starvation? Who is this God that merely watches from above as the old lose all their dignity and invests the clouds with patterns from our dreams? Whose God is this, teaching us to forgive and to forget and insisting upon an eye for an eye again and again? Who is this God that oversees the destruction, pollution, extinction, and overpopulation, yet guards so carefully the seeds of hope that ever sprout in our hearts? Whose God is this that cradles the ever-increasing poor and the hungry, and why is his word used as a tool by so many shrewd opportunists? Who is this God that smiles down upon our torture, executions, and imprisonment, and in whose love and mercy our land puts its trust? Whose God is this that stands up for those who cannot stand up themselves, and then stands by so silently as they are led away forever?